This is the offshore account on Reaper Forestall.
David Shelby's apartment is up inside this tower. He claims to have information about Fathom endeavors for sale. You've arrived just outside of David Shelby's home. There's just one small hitch. A pair of goons stand guard at the door, glaring in your direction. You hear grunts and snarls beyond the door the thugs have been guarding. Apartment, while leaving all the other homes left untouched. They must have been after something specific.
And there's just like some clues we have to get from his house. One was
this corpse matches the description of David Shelby, and yet there's no sign of how he died. Perhaps there's a clue inside his apartment that points to the information he promised you. This corpse matches the description of David Shelby, and yet there's no sign of how he died. Perhaps there's a clue inside his apartment that points to the information he promised you.
And here's the last one.
David had a safe house hidden in a water purification plant down by the Sharn docks. David Shelby lies lifeless on his bed, yet there's still a chance you can find the blackmail information he promised you. You need to catch a sky coach, head down.
So normally when we run, we usually have a caster. We don't have any casters this life, but you know, Cronavir. Cronavir is kind of a TR. He doesn't really have the optimal, gear and everything he needs, but he's in a TR, so he's just running with his TR character, and he's doing great. And then Shiley really wants to level up his rogue, so he's running on his rogue. Alright. But it's fine. In some ways, it's better to show you this because it's more realistic of what you'll probably see if you join a group. Is it doesn't, you don't necessarily have all the optimal roles. So the dire charge is working pretty good on some of these enemies, but like Rangers works pretty good on. But overall, I'll be happy in a life or two when I won't have to run an unyielding sentinel. and I can run in a better DPS build. But I have a lot to do to get my DPS up, besides just changing destinies. But destinies will be a big part of it.
Single sky coach is docked nearby. Its pilot cowers before it reaches. She rasps.
There wasn't supposed to be a body.
The pilot agrees to bring you down to the docks. Just board his sky coach, and you'll be on your way. You disembark the sky coach at the water purification facility. A guard at the door lazily raises an arm to warn you off. You've convinced the guard to open the gate. Now to search for David Shelby's safe house.
So Dire Charge worked pretty good on those rats, which is good because they hit surprisingly hard. Rats always hit harder than you would think they would in this game.
A giant crayfish stands near the open waterway. Oddly enough, it wears a metal helmet and holds a key in one of its pincers. As you approach, thoughts suddenly barge into your head. Huh, you don't look like an exterminator. Maybe you can help me.
So the solution for each of these puzzles is underwater?
The telepathic crayfish asks you for help. It seems an Otyugh has taken up residence nearby, and it's determined to make the crayfish its next meal.
And I'm just looking up the wiki. Puzzles are also on the wiki, so I was just going to look that up. Alright. So now we're going to go to the next area. Cronavir is already there. I just got there, and let's see if I could... I don't think these ones have traps. Let's check. At least I'm not sensing a trap. Nope. Sometimes you can disable these via trap mechanisms, but... Alright, so this is the green wheel, so it says green wheel is the white triangle, and that's what Cronavir has. So I'm just looking up the wiki, but he did it the proper way before I even found that on the wiki. Alright, so now we go through the door where the triangle was, go to the next area, which is up here. Bunch of Vuzas. Wrong weapon. Famine Reaper. Alright, and orange wheel is the yellow cross, it says. I think it's that. So this last Odiog fight is kind of tough. We've got two things. We've got this Undying Vanguard and this 15-second Meld into Darkness to keep us alive. We'll probably need all of that.
A rank odor assaults you.
He's
even
pretty
before you
squishy.
open the gate. No doubt you found the Odiog's lair.
Alright, so I'm going to go in with my dodge first. Just go full, try to attack him. And once that gets running out, I'm going to immediately use my Undying Vanguard thing. So, pretty tough. These Odiogs are pretty tough, but on this build, that's the best way to deal with them. Basically, just use your... You've got... how many seconds does the other one last? 30 seconds. So you get those temporary hit points for 30 seconds. You get the dodge for 15 seconds. 45 seconds, basically, for a quick fight. You're good.
As a final request, David gives you the key to his safe house and asks you to let him inside.
Alright, not having a good day on drops, but that's okay. I don't really need anything for these quests. I have pretty much what I have. I'm okay with the gear I have for now. And that is 3,322 Reaper XP, not bad. And that is the Offshore account on Reaper 4 Skull.